Good evening, boss. How are you?
I'm very fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's your name?
Big B,
Your club?
Chelsea, of course.
Okay. So, what's your assessment of Chelsea so far this season?
We thank God. We thank God. That's what every Chelsea fan will say. We are thanking God. At least we are still top 10. We are thanking God. And God will surely prove himself for us.
This season, on a swap coach, you swapped coach. You got somebody because you felt the former man was not doing so well. How has it been with him?
Me, I will not say from my point of view, Maresca left because he was not looking at the long term view of what the club wanted. And this Liam Rosino is looking at the down term view of how he wants to turn the club. So we pray we also live too.
There have been a few challenges: defensive challenge and fitness challenge. So, what's up with Chelsea defense, and what do you think Chelsea can do better?
I would say the work is not really on the defense because the defense only shows when the players are not attacking. We don't have attacking players. Everybody has to defend, and when you keep defending, the team that is attacking you will surely have one fault and they'll score to you. When the only player we have off front is Joao Felix, our left wing is dull, our right wing is dull. The midfielders have to go on and act as defenders and act as attackers. So it's going to really be. It is more like a very big job for them to do. You see the like of Caicedo is the one scoring. Caicedo has more goals than Palmer or thereabout and has more assists than Palmer. As then you see Caicedo in front, you see Caicedo at the back. And till today, I don't still understand the reason why Santos is now on the bench. People said this. He made a mistake last match. Why won't he make a mistake? That guy is a guy that starts from the beginning and balances himself and strongs the team for you. You don't bring him as a substitution. Best you bring him as a substitution that actually has an impact always is Lavia. So Lavia should come on being as a sub, not as a starting player. Because there's nowhere in this world you see two players playing like two DMs playing together. You're trying to turn Lavia to a center midfielder in order to feed your game. When you have a good Santos that is a center midfielder, that is bad. That's stupid. Secondly, you're not taking the second center midfielder you have, which is Enzo, to the forward to go and attack. Why? Because you don't have attackers. There was January transfer window. You thought the squad was okay for you. That was the time. We have the people like Morgan Rogers, which everybody knows if Chelsea should approach him, is always going to come to always going to come to Chelsea. We should go for the likes of Morgan Rogers to strengthen both the attacking midfield and the left wing. He can play both sides. But I would say we are as Chelsea players, we should stop hoping or stop signing players that can invert. Let's sign a proper left winger. We have the likes of Bracola, we have the like of Diomande. Bracola is a player that can think of leaving PSG. Why? Because he wants game playing time, and a club like Chelsea is going to offer him that, and it comes with more opportunities and more challenges. So it's something every good player that's actually good want to face, and that man is a Frenchman. He wants to face more opportunities. We have Diomande, we have Diomande from Lesbic. We have a lot of them that can come to Chelsea and play well. Then for the right wing, I think we have Palmer and Estavi. But what I'll say is, there's no reasonable coach. And that's why I say today that even Enzo Maresca and Liam Rosino are not good. A good coach will bench Palmer. You don't keep a player on the pitch for him to gain his form. You keep him on the bench or in training ground for him to gain his form. He gains his form when you come and you see that he's playing nonsense. You bench him back. That's why it is today. People are still pushing for Mourinho. Because what Chelsea needs now is discipline. Someone that should bring in discipline and impact on them. I see people saying they should bring in Fabregas, bring in what's on this other Brazilian coach again, Philippe Luis. But I still say today the person that can come in and change Chelsea is De Zerbi. Because De Zerbi is a coach that knows how to punish players. You see big players in Everton that will play a game, go play two good games. Once they disrespect the players or the coach, they are going to the bench, which is what every good coach. That is one factor of a good coach, like it or not. You know when to bench and you know when to play a player. But that thing you see, I think Chelsea, their initiative is wrong. They are signing players from different continents. I like the way they are. If you see the way the Brazilian play, okay, if you notice when the Portugal players came in, and when they signed Neto and they signed Joao Felix, you see that they were always cooperating with themselves. Bring in those two players. So you should not focus on signing players. So look at profile of pictures from countries. Okay, let me use an example. You're looking for a keeper. You have Lavia that's from Belgium. Bring in Pendes from your Strasbourg. He's playing well. You can have Pendes and Lavia. Obviously, Lavia will not be comfortable when his second goalkeeper is coming. So Sanchez is going to bring up to the bouquet. There's another one up his game. There's another Bring in Pendes into the team. Let Pendes be able to fight with Sanchez. This is the likes of João Pedro. João Pedro is playing well. But since we have Panicelli from Strasbourg. Bringing Panicelli is a very good defender with a lot of potential. That Emega you're bringing is a very big mistake, I'll say it. Emega is a player, we have seen the likes of Lukaku that can only use his left. We don't need players like that. This is in Premier League a player that only uses one leg and his left leg is really hard for a striker. So you need a striker that can use both leg and can be creative. Exactly. So you can, that Emega is a bad option for you to bring in. So I've talked about Brakoli, talked about the striker. For the midfield, like it's time for Enzo to leave. Enzo is a player that we think he should start every match. The club will have a big issue is benching him for a very long time, which is not what we need because of the price tag we need to him. For me, I would say I'm okay with Santos, I'm okay with Caicedo. We have Lavia, we have Esugo. Then if you're thinking of somebody, you know, bringing maybe another attacking midfielder. Don't even bring a centre midfielder or a DM again. Bring in an attacking midfielder. We have the likes of someone you should bring in is Baku. You have the likes of one player I will see Beck Chelsea to bring in today is the likes of Kamavinga. Because Kamavinga is a player that can play DM, that can play the centre midfield, that can go back to playing the left back and can still attack. He's a all-profile player. The kind of player that you bring in second half and you do like this, kill them.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about fitness. The former coach managed Reece James very well, but I think Liam Rossino is not able to do that. Palmer too. So how do we go around fitness? Because without fitness, you cannot get the best out of a player.
As I said, that coach is not a good coach. So I'll say it again. Every other coach has been able to manage Reece James well, but you're coming because a player is playing well. As you say, you don't spoil a child, you don't pamper a child, you have to beat a child. You know he has injury prone, even though he likes to play, you bench him, you reduce his game on. You have Gusto. Gusto is also playing well. If you notice, Gusto plays well. When you once you bench him, it's like he just flops back. So you should learn how to if it's Champions League, like it or not, Champions League. These are two. Gusto can start from France and will give a super performance. You play Gusto Premier League, play with James Champions League, you shuffle both of them. These are two playing times. Or you do you first half, you second half, you can do you away, you home. Different things you can do for both of them. Both of them will feel comfortable. So James is the captain and is captain enough. So he knows that as Plata had the issues being on the bench when he knew James was better than him. That is one of the sacrifices a captain will need to bring on the pitch. Then you use Palmer. Palmer needs to be on the bench. That's the only solution for Palmer.
I think Palmer's challenge is fitness.
Bench is to solve fitness in the bench.
Okay, another point in Chelsea's radar that we need to talk about is Liam Delap. What's up?
Who is that? I thought that's the coaching staff. No,
you don't know Delap?
I don't know that. Now, okay, let me talk about Delap. let me talk about Delap. I think there's no reason. In fact, that's the reason why I say because you know he's not a coach, he's a tactical manager. You understand me? He's a tactical manager. If I'm Chelsea, I will leave Delap. I will leave Rosino in my team and go and bring in a head coach. He's not an head coach, he's a tactical manager. He's the manager of the team, he's managing the team, he's not the head coach. You can't bring someone that knows how to do the head coach job. You cannot have Delap that's not scored in one goal. You have one goal in Premier League, one goal in Champions League, one goal in FA. They share your goal, no they minus. Bring it, and you have Magui on the bench. Magui that scored in a match, scored an hat-trick. This one is having a take of assist. Are you an assist? I don't know why you have you that is young on the bench that will come in and overmark. Then you not bring in Delap. Somebody that will run past the ball. Somebody that will just start running. Doesn't even know what he's going to do. One will now shoot, hit bar. Hit bar.
Anger issues.
What is anger issue? Expected goals.
No. Delap has anger issues.
I'm telling you of the fact that the whole excuse of anger issues. I don't really like when evil human beings give anger issue. It's nothing like anger issue. What are you angry for? Are you scoring goals? He's a player that is playing. You just come in and you start getting angry for what? Because you're on the bench or what?
Cards unnecessarily push other persons, other players.
Even from the starting of when they wanted to buy that boy, I mean, my best friend were talking like he has the expected goal. He should have scored this. If not for the injury, why didn't he score it? Why didn't you score it? You're waiting for what? People should stop that now. Don't even talk about the lap. Don't even know. If I'm Chelsea's coach, I will not even say that boy. I'll give him away. Not even Strasbourg. He does not deserve Strasbourg. You say I heard Everton is interested. You should go to Everton. Dash him. First player. In fact, from now they should have seen the deal with Everton. He needs somewhere to grow, to develop. You should go and develop in Everton. You understand me? So I think Magui is more better option for that one. Magui is someone Chelsea should never leave. Another thing is it's time for Acheampong to go on the loan. He's a very good player, but if he still keeps staying in that club, he's not going to get developed. See the lack of Aaron Asimilo. You see how developed he is now. Even I don't even understand why my coach will go and remove a player that was starting in the old Dortmund in their defense and playing very well. They will now go and bring this star from Strasbourg, 7th position Strasbourg, to come and replace a number 2 defender. Now, if you notice that since he left the house Dortmund, they are now shaking. So I think that is why when I said the coach and the owner, I don't even understand which one have sense. You need to really which one have sense.
Finally, what's your message to Chelsea fans? Because it looks like Chelsea fans are losing hope.
My message first is to Chelsea owners: sack Liam Delap. Sack Liam Rosino. Bring in De Zerbi. sell Delap, bring in Pacinelli, sell Neto, sell Garnacho, bring in Bracoli, bring in Morgan Rogers, bring in Bako, sell Tosin, sell Badicelli, bring in the likes of Odones, so that Odones will fit into the Ecuador line with the likes of Caicedo, bring in Pendes to fit in the Belgian line with what's the name again? Lavia. Then you bring in the likes of this thing. We have Van Eyck from Brighton, so you fit into the Netherlands line with this thing. Bring in players that they can be able to communicate with. Then you leave young Chaluba. Why I say you should leave young Chaluba? I can tell you today, if Conor Gallagher, I will personally push for Conor Gallagher to come back to Chelsea. The player is in Chelsea and is on the bench and is in Tottenham. Why would I say that? Because these are players that they know what they are fighting for. The team needs to be uniform. If I like it or not, if Chelsea should lose today and we know we need a match and we bring in young Chaluba, we bring in Conor Gallagher, those people will deliver what he wants for you because they know and they have the pride of the club. You understand where I'm coming from? Sell who again should you sell in that team? Sell Enzo. Use Enzo cash out, use money to use and fund your team. Bring in the like of Bracula. In Chelsea, even Palmer was doing it before. It's only Estavio. Once Estavio on the bench, we have nobody that can do a one-on-one with any player. Bring in Bracula. This is see what Arsenal is doing crossing ball. We need our old football. Bring in players that will dribble, fear the players, one-on-one with them. The likes of Bracula can do that. The likes of Jai Felix can do that. The likes of Palmer, if he's on form, or Estavio can do that. We have Quenda, so that at least your team is not going to be attacking, no more defending. Your centre midfielder, your Caicedo has a very balanced position on what to do. Control the midfield. If the players are attacking well. Okay, let me say the likes of Bracoli, if he dribbles and loses the ball, Caicedo is easy to get the ball. You know there's a what's his name again? There's a Santos that's going to block him. Morgan Rogers can go back and mark. He knows how to mark. Which, as I said, Morgan Rogers is the best attacking midfielder. Not for Palmer. Palmer is the player if he loses the ball before he runs back. You see Morgan Rogers is clearing ball from back, carrying forward. That's the kind of attacking midfielder we need in Chelsea. Yeah.
The last one, your message to Chelsea fans should have been the last one, but the last one is your guy on loan at Bayern Munich.
Okay. I think that's.
What's his name? They come out. The attacker Jackson.
So I think for me personally, if I was a coach, I'm going to Jackson plus 20 million rand for Bracula because I think PSG they need. No. The lab can make like 30 million rand for us. I think PSG they need a backup striker, so we should send that boy as a backup striker for PSG for Bracula. We can use him for a better deal. Send him to Aston Villa from Morgan Rogers. There's somebody that can bring a deal. But add him to a club because no club is going to pay that kind of money he wants. So you have to add him to a transfer.
Alright, your final thoughts?
My final thought to Chelsea fans is let's keep hoping. But if Chelsea coaches don't sack Liam Regisino by the ending of this season, Champions League is not sure for us.
Alright, thank you.
Players are already losing hope in him, like it or not.